Hello, this is Renee, founder of Women in Position and the and host of Women in Position podcast. Listen, thank you so much for clicking on this event. Listen, this event is for you if you can resonate with my story. And my story is I wish I had built it before I needed it. And the it is financial freedom. The it is a business. The it is something that I could have had in place when my job was eliminated or when the funding for another job was actually dried up. The well ran dry. If you've ever worked a grant funded position, you understand that when the grant funds are gone, so is your job. So I really wish I had built a business. I wish I had had something that I was building while I did have s- uh, an income coming in, with a job. So when my daughter was in college, I needed additional income. And at the time, I was only working part time and I was still figuring out my next step, still looking for that full time job. And I just hadn't come across an opportunity that felt like the right fit. So I did what I knew I could do. And I'm a singer and a songwriter. And so I took on some singing jobs and they paid well enough that I was able to support my daughter. That was her money for I just had the money direct deposit into her account for every singing job I had. And so, but looking back, I see it differently now. I was using my time to make money instead of using what I knew to build something. Because the truth is, I already had the expertise. I had the experience, years of experience building high performing teams, years of experience creating cultures of ownership, and doing the very work organizations would hire consultants to do. And I was one of the people when I was a leader, a director, senior director, I hired consultants to come in and help my team. And so I could have been one of those. And so I could have been the go to, but I hadn't fully believed in the value of what I carried and I hadn't positioned myself accordingly. So here's the real question. What do you already know you know? What already do you know how to do that you have not yet built anything around? And many of us, believe it or not, are capable of more income, but we haven't positioned ourselves for financial freedom. We haven't positioned ourselves to be the go to. And so I'm hosting a live webinar where I walk through how to begin making that shift, like I've done for myself. I've been in entrepreneurship now for going on 4 years. Started in 2022, made a little shift in the business model in 2024. So, but I still say it's been about 4 years since I've been doing this, and I'm yet holding on. But I still have a lot of goals, and I want to reach those revenue goals, and I want to do it quickly. And so and I believe I can because in my job, no one paid me $3,000. Not one job paid me $3,000 a week. I wasn't making $3,000 a week. So if I can make $3,000 with one project that only takes me um, 24 hours to do, or it's 24 or 48 hours to do, that just made more sense to me. So when you're in business, you can charge what you want to charge and charge at the value that it's bringing to that customer and that client. And so now I get to charge four figures, four and five figures. And so I want to help you see how you can turn your expertise in something. And you don't have to quit your daytime job if you want to hold on to it. I would say hold on to it as long as you can and until you retire or whenever, but the goal is to already have something in place that makes you, because you can do this your expertise, you can do it on your vacation days, you can do it on the weekends. There are people out there who need your expertise and they are willing to pay, and if you don't charge enough they will not use you. So I like making $3,000 in 24 to 48 hours with very little work, and I deliver high quality work. And I love making $1,000 talking to a client for a couple of hours or 3 hours and being able to help them move forward. I love going to work with a team for 3 hours and get paid $3,500, to do that. And so I'm telling you, you can do the same thing. That's right. You can do the same thing using your expertise. So let me show you how. Join me for this live free webinar on Saturday. well, Wednesday, April 8th at noon, and I'm also hosting it on Saturday, April 11th at 12 noon. I want you to be in the room because I want to help you make the shift to build it before you need it. Okay, sis? All right, listen, I will see you. Go on and register, and I will see you in the on the webinar. Take care now.